Good morning, students. Children, in the last class, we learned that Gulliver entered an island or a country unexpectedly, and that country's name was, or that island's name was, Brobdingnag. Unfortunately, he was caught up there in the island. The people who came with him, escaped. Poor Gulliver, he got trapped in the new island or in the new place. I hope you all have not forgotten that incident. Today, that was last week what we studied was chapter 1 and 2. Today, let's learn under Gulliver's Travels part 2, chapter 3, how Gulliver entertained the people of Brobdingnag. Okay, children. So now he is in a new island. Earlier he was in Lilliput. Next now he got trapped in an island called Brobdingnag. Here he comes across huge people. That means gigantic people. And one of them was a farmer. That farmer becomes his master. His master, fortunately, was a very kind man, and he was very much affectionate and kind towards Gulliver. Farmer and his family were in good terms with Gulliver, and so Gulliver was safe and under protection. Now let's see what all happened in this chapter. Gulliver's mistress has a 9-year-old daughter who sews well and is generally really smart. She makes Gulliver some clothes and also starts teaching him the Brobdingnagian language, means the language which belonged to that island or to that country. Gulliver calls this girl as Glumdalclitch. Glumdalclitch means his little nurse, and she names him Grildrig. He calls her with that name, with a meaning called little nurse, and she in return calls him with the name Grildrig. Now, it was said as Gulliver's mistress, means Gulliver's master's wife is called as mistress, and their daughter, 9-year-old girl, she was in charge of Gulliver. She protected him from all the difficulties from other people. And this island people, or the country called Brobdingnag, its people were very tall and broad. They were with gigantic figure. They were in gigantic figure. In front of them, Gulliver was a Lilliput, or a very, very tiny person. Then, rumors spread through the whole area that the farmer, that is Gulliver's master, had found a strange little creature that seemed to imitate human beings perfectly. One of the master's neighbors come by and suggests that he would make a huge profit by showing Gulliver at the local market for a fee. His master, that is Gulliver's master's guest, or one of his neighbors, he was. That man was old and almost blind. So, in order to see him better, that means this blind man couldn't get a full view of each person. So, he had to wear specs. In order to see Gulliver better, in a better way, he put on his spectacles. When he saw this, Gulliver could not help laughing, for his eyes looked like two full moons shining into a room through two windows. Unfortunately, the old man took offense and was angry with him because Gulliver laughed at him by seeing his sight, or by seeing that old guest of his master. Perhaps it was for this reason that he gave his master the cruel advice that the farmer should display Gulliver for money at the next market day in the town near their farm. The next market day, Gulliver's master follows this guy's advice and starts advertising for people to come and see his tiny human. Gulliver does tricks and repeats what phrases he knows of the Brobdingnagian language for the entertainment of local audiences. After a long day of these performances, Gulliver's master promises to bring him back the next market day. Gulliver is so profitable that his master decides to take him on a tour of the cities of the kingdom. Gulliver travels under the care of Glumdalclitch, that is his master's daughter. She knows how much it tires Gulliver, or it makes Gulliver tired to be displayed at markets like this. So, Glumdalclitch often complains to her father of her own exhaustion to get him to travel slowly. After 10 weeks of travel and 18 different large towns, Gulliver's master, Glumdalclitch, and Gulliver himself all arrive at the central city Lorbrulgrud. Okay, his master, that is Gulliver's master, made his daughter ride behind him, holding Gulliver on her knees in the little box which she had fitted up as comfortably as possible. Understand? Then, Gulliver's master rents a large room, or has a large room, and sets up a stage for Gulliver's performances. Gulliver's master rented rooms on the main street near the royal palace and published advertisements about him. He made a special stage, that is, Gulliver's master made a special stage for Gulliver's performances, and for some time he was on show daily. Next, his little nurse, Gulliver's little nurse, the daughter of his master and teacher, had begun to teach him her alphabet. 10 times a day, he showed his cleverness to a large audience until, after a few weeks, his health was almost ruined and it seemed likely he would soon die. After a few weeks, his health was almost ruined and it seemed likely that he would soon die. Understand? That means he got fed up. He was that much, he got tired. Every day he had to show more than 10 shows to whatever marketplace he is taken. So it was very tedious for him to do this kind of action. Like that, Gulliver was in a trouble in that island. And then he comes to meet the king of that place, king of Brobdingnag. We shall see all those incidents after meeting the king. Those matters we shall see in the next chapter. Okay, children? Then, last week we had our portion under poem, is it not? What was the name of the poem? Dear Mom. I hope you all might have written the notes what I had given you in your English notebook. Then I forgot to tell you that the poem was a memorizing poem. It's a memory poem. Okay? That too, you have to study the first 10 lines. First 10 lines. Okay, children, don't forget. Last week's poem called Dear Mom, first 10 lines are under memory poem. Okay, don't forget. I hope you all understood today's portion. Okay, next we have one more portion to be learned, that is grammar. Read this chapter again and again to understand well, because it's written in a very simple English. Do your best. Thank you.